and go back up. Hi, welcome back, everyone.
Oh, is that... We're gonna go live again. We're live again. Okay, thanks, Tantus.
No one said anything!
Going live in 5, then we're like, thank you, 5, and then we go. There is a system.
Alright, I'll count down next time. Thank you.
Now, just to say how long it's going. One day, guys, I'll make Tantus, like, know what he's doing.
He just kind of goes, hey, we're gonna go live soon, and we're live.
Alright, so we'll continue where we left off. Our troop of trusting vectors are heading for the Bloodthorn Goblins village. Deep into the jungle.
If me and Crrrraw knew their name was Bloodthorn.
I have been purposefully vague.
He has been purposely vague.
I just said the Goblin Village.
Treetops.
Alright, it's going to be kind of early afternoon when you finally arrive at this clearing, but it's not quite a clearing as there's still like trees and stuff in amongst it. It's like it's cleared more. There's all kinds of like mud and straw huts all over the place that are definitely made for smaller creatures. You see countless goblins of various walks of life working around.
Not smaller creatures, goblins?
Yes. Well, when you see goblins with them, they are goblin huts. But they look as though they could be built for anything, like maybe gnomes and halflings have built
goblin style.
There's no goblin style. No.
Okay. That's of note. That better come up.
It's just sort of
dumb.
Goblin style is basically what's ever around.
Yeah.
We should probably stop busting his bustings.
It looks like it's probably slightly better built than average goblin village.
Nice.
So.
Probably have like really like randomly talented architect goblin.
Yeah.
Who just knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like come from above from like Magooblick or however you pronounce that name.
Yeah.
And he just knows.
He knows how to properly make bricks, you know.
Yeah.
And stack them very nicely.
Well, I played Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah.
I'm totally stealing that concept, by the way.
The great goblin architect.
Workers are shit, but he's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright, you'll see, like, the goblin village will be really shocked of your presence as, like, probably what you could best describe as, but you're not really sure because goblins, it's a difference between them. You're pretty sure they're goblin women and elderly are, like, hiding. You do see a couple of, like, screaming children. They're really kind of, well, ugly. The kind of thing you're like, oh, I guess, mothers love them. Maybe.
Can you do a goblin baby impersonation for us?
I will not do a goblin baby impersonation for you.
Interesting fact, if I ever end up having goblins come up in my game, they're like a mix between that and Jar Jar Binks. They're like, hello, my friend. It's like, it's terrible, but it's good.
Alright, so the guy that was leading you will kind of like mention over and kind of like point down and go to you, WolfBurn, and go like, you wait here! I get chieftain. Shaman may come.
I'm going to sit down on the ground just to kind of be more politely, like, on their level, but at the same time not looking like I'm bending over, you know, patronizingly.
Yes. You count probably maybe 2.5, 3 dozen goblins that seem to be all close enough. Not brandishing weapons, but they all have weapons kind of like in hand and are watching you intensely. So. About 5 minutes later, you're going to see this kind of like a goblin about maybe like a head's length larger than the rest of them, kind of moving over to you, who seems to have like a massive sword on his back, which you recognize as just like a long sword. But for him, it's like huge, you know?
Counts as a great sword for him.
Yeah, it's like a great sword for him. with this kind of like elder goblin. It's kind of like hunched over, kind of like leaning on a stick, where like a dead rat hanging from it, and like a couple other small like birds and animals kind of tied to it, kind of like walking kind of slowly behind it, as like the larger What?
I'm curious, so, like, when we were walking in and looking around, are there any signs of Ankheg material?
No.
Okay.
Good ask. You see no signs of it. In fact, the only sign of any kind of meat you saw was you did see, like, racks of fish.
Okay.
So, the, like, larger one will kind of actually speak to you in common. I am Goliath. This my village. Why are tall ones here in my village? Bloodthorn goblins do nothing to you filthy tall ones. We stay out of your way. You out of our way.
Well, we came actually for more information than any sort of demands.
He does seem to, like, struggle a little bit, as if, like, he doesn't know every word you said there. Or are you speaking in Goblin?
I will then repeat it in Goblin when I recognize he's not getting it.
He'll kind of sneer a little bit. Speak while you hear!
The insects, we noticed you had a way into their pen. We want to know if you had any insight into why they have been disappearing.
Old tradition of children go in pen, tempt big bug, run away.
That's it?
No, nothing more of your bugs.
May I speak to some of the children had recently did this ritual?
Not done in many moons.
How many?
Many.
Why did you stop?
Just sort of like wave his hand and not actually say anything, kind of grumbling.
I mean, if I understood Goblin, I could say something pretty obvious why they would stop.
Well,
Like
I know that's a reason.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if there was another reason. Like, I'm trying to get information that might lead us to what there might be, like, what might be leading to the Ankheg disappearance. Is there something we could give you for information? Trade?
No trade. No like tall ones. Tall ones, keep peace for now. But leave village when done. No speak anyone. You just... For not being bad, tall ones, we give you fish. Fish time. Then they leave.
Very well. I turn. Apparently, they are allowing us to eat with them, and then we must leave.
Well, I imagine that's a rather large honor, right?
I'm not sure, actually.
You know, sit around, be part of their culture. I think it must be important.
So they'll sort of get excited about whatever he said. He start like running around and bring out barrels of like what, not quite sure what it's stuffed with, but they pull out like fish out that have been
like fermented fish.
It's kind of like some kind of weird fermented fish, fermenting,
Ooh.
and you're not quite sure what.
I don't know, like an insight or something to figure out what
grubs.
There probably actually isn't
you
a
don't
lot.
care about grubs.
Because I'm just kind of curious why you're like, it's like, oh, leave, but actually, fish first, and then leave.
Yeah, roll me an insight.
Ouch.
You're not sure.
Okay.
He seems hard to read.
Yeah.
Because he's a goblin.
Yeah.
I'm still trees.
Yep.
Well, I would like sit, I guess, right? Like,
You'll see a number of goblins pointing at the funny bird man, which WolfBurn, you'll identify them continually talking about the funny bird man.
Okay.
You'll see this kind of, what you're guessing, Barter, a goblin woman, bring over to you these 2 fish, where it's kind of got this kind of like, almost reddish material kind of like smeared on it from whatever they pulled it out of.
cool. I'll eat. Hot sauce.
It's this kind of like, you're not sure what the material is, but it seems to be made from maybe like fruit and some other stuff that seems to like be slightly fermenting a little bit in that.
It's like a fermenting marinade sort of kimchi kind of thing. Yeah, I'll eat. It's probably
the fish
fine.
is not bad. It's just a little. It doesn't taste like fish
It's
should
like-
taste.
It's like a very weird. It's like edible, right? I assume.
Yeah, it's
otherwise you're
edible.
gonna make the
Yeah.
Constitution. It's just like,
No, it's edible, and you.
I don't like. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll eat. I'll eat, and I'll be very like polite about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being way nicer now to these goblins than I was to like the people in that town we were in. I'm being very polite. I'm like nodding and
Yeah, you don't understand a word they say, right?
So
I'm like nodding and thanking and eating.
I will turn to you a little bit, and like as I'm eating, I'll go, this eating strange food. It reminds me of the first time I visited a city.
Imagine.
Left my tribe. Food was very different.
You'll see. You'll kind of like, maybe not even noticed her, but now kind of standing in front of both of you is that elder goblin with the kind of staff. She'll go thump, thump with her staff, just like a little thwap where you kind of get hit by the dead animals on it. Like, stop eating! She'll say in common. You two, work to do. Come with me. Come
Very
with
well.
And whap me on the horns.
Get your bird friend. Gorath,
Oh.
idiot. Not no
Yeah.
gift horse when see it. Come with Tiki. We go to tent.
Very well.
Lead away, Tiki. I hope that was her name.
It may have been.
It's like name, title,
Yes.
who knows?
Yes. She'll take
I
you
like
to
that.
what appears to be a slightly larger hut. It's still kind of like you guys have to, like WolfBurn, you especially have to like get down on your hands and knees to get on. The rest of you can kind of like hunch down a little bit. Crrrraw, you're relatively fine because I think you're kind of more usually hunched over and shorter anyway a little bit. So
I am shorter.
yeah, and you're a little
Yeah.
more hunched over anyway. Kind of bird stance, so you can a little bit, so you can get a little easier. Once inside, I mean, WolfBurn, you can almost stand up without hunching down a little bit. This place
Is it gonna be like a Hobbit thing where like I stand up and like a horns hit something on the ceiling? That's
Yes,
dangling?
probably. It probably hits something that's dangling. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of like maybe herbs and small dead creatures hanging from the ceiling. The place is like filled with insects too. They're like just like moving around as if they've been sort of thrown in here to keep them around. There's like a stone pot over a small fire, kind of like brewing something, you're not sure. And there's like all kinds of furs and stuff. As she'll kind of like move over, kind of like put her staff against the wall, kind of like pull out a small stump and sort of like sit down on it. Oh,
I will say,
Old
reminds me of
bones.
home.
old bones. You, sit.
I sit.
She kind of like gets up again, moves over to the pot, brings out these kind of like clay goblets, kind of grabs some drink and gives one to each of you. Drink.
I
Down
drink.
These blessings of forest.
I
What was it?
am slowly sipping, not
It's
gulping.
not poison, but it does not taste good.
I do turn to Crrrraw as he's like sipping it and go, that will be a mistake, I assure you.
Crrrraw seems completely unfazed. Just
I drink it like I was drinking a shot at a graduation party or something.
Yeah, you're just like... you're like,
Same.
Down,
yeah.
done.
You just get that like it's like wheatgrass kind of
I
thing.
was gonna say, is it like tree sap or something?
It's like probably tree sap, like probably something similar to wheatgrass, some other kind of plants, probably some kind of weird fruit, maybe some kind of insects also in there, you know.
Bug juice.
Yeah. It's
Beetlejuice.
it's pleasant. Maybe even some stuff that would probably be poison to smaller creatures, but something your size does not affect it, especially if ingested.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So afterwards, she'll kind of like turn towards you. Look, Gorak, not want help, but Tiki see, tribe, danger. Children's story true. Go. But many months ago, many moons ago, strange thing came to Bloodthorn. Demand great big sacrifice. Bloodthorn, not strong to oppose creature that want sacrifice. Creature smart. Hunt Bloodthorn. Gorak protect people, but Gorak lose people to protect people. Send warriors, collect bug, take through secret place, give to creature. Bloodthorn, safe.
So you sacrificed the Ankheg insects to this creature, this monster, for protection.
We use... She kind of whispered, bolas, nets, capture alive. Special headband made with treated cloth. I make for people. Stop burning juice from mouth hitting us.
Where did you take the sacrifices?
Tiki has not been told. Gora suspect Tiki not like what's going on. He does not let me know. Gorak could be convinced of helping. Maybe way. Tiki can... She'll say a word that even you, WolfBurn, don't actually recognize, and then she'll kind of like struggle for a second and say it in common again, and say common. Test. Islands in area, many goblin tribes. Days, weeks travel between, but sometimes travel. Sometimes goblins stay. Test to stay. I can allow you to join tribe. Gorak would listen to powerful new warriors of tribe. Warriors learn where cave is. You could defeat enemy. Big bugs safe. Children safe. Old ritual had stopped before now. But now as warriors captures, children do test. Stopped many, many years ago. Many seasons.
And what exactly would we be getting out of saving your tribe? Or rather, what will be our tribe, apparently?
Big folk like shiny things, yes?
Most not me personally.
No, Crrrraw, you're fond of shiny things, aren't you?
Not in particular, no.
She's gonna kind of rifle around in like a bag of some kind, and bring out.
So
what
I'm actually gonna say. I'm gonna stop her and say, no need. We will help you.
Yeah, I actually agree.
Why not?
You are good, big creatures. I give you gift if help. I give you give to show member of tribe then, at least.
Very well.
Excellent, excellent. We go to Garak. Tell them take test.
Very well. He'll take your test.
Excellent. She kind of goes and gets her staff. She'll basically chant something. WolfBurn, it's in Goblin, and you're pretty sure it's some kind of, like, maybe religious or shamanic chant. And she'll kind of bop each of you in the head with her staff of dead animals.
Okay.
We go now. Take test.
Are one of the animals on the staff a bird? Just asking.
There probably is a small bird on there. There's probably like a rat, a bird, a couple of other things on there. You know, it's like this weird collection of stuff all like with little like vines tied to them. So it's almost like a, it's just like kind of like cradle of them kind of coming down.
If Crrrraw's beak could frown, you could tell he was from getting bopped on the head with a dead cousin, pretty much.
Yeah. We go now. She will lead you to another building that's probably about twice the size of an average hut. Bigger than hers, even. And it's kind of got some, like, large bones of you're not sure what kind of, like, decorating parts of it. Almost as if, like, making an entryway to it. You're not even sure, like, if they would have killed it or if it was just something they scavenged to look almighty and intimidating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She'll lead you inside and go, like... She'll start talking in Goblin, so WolfBurn, you know, it's like, Gorak! You have been foolish! You not listen to the bones and the waters. You only listen to Gorak. It can be defeated. I have seen vision of great travelers defeating it. I endorse thee, and she'll say that word again. They will join Bloodthorn. Be good for Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn will once again be kings of jungle, not servants to creature. Gorak will kind of like, you'll see him visibly draw the longsword and kind of like draw it down towards the old lady's neck, and then like, WolfBurn will just censor a little bit here. He says a number of goblin curses, basically, in a string, and he'll finally say, fine, old one, have them take test. Then they go and die. Then you will see Gorak correct, and you will never speak of again. As he'll kind of, like, basically sit back down on his, like, pile of furs and stuff that he's been lying on.
I don't know why, but I'm just picturing the test to be, like, cross the raging river, and it's just, like, step over.
Cross the raging river. Flap, flap, flap.
Okay. You'll see Tiki kind of then lead you outside and grab... Actually, that goblin that led you here, you're pretty sure it's him. I mean, like, they're all dressed very similar, and there is not a lot, like, you know... You're not goblins, and they, you know, do look like goblins to you. So it's sort of like, I think that's the guy that was with me before.
Yeah.
So, he's like, he take you to test. These 4 young men observe test. They ally to Tiki, tell truth. They will see you take test. Good luck. So you'll be drug off, deep within the jungle. Well, that's not technically drug. You'll be led, like, deeper into the jungle, and up into this large lake, actually.
Oh. How interesting.
The goblin that was with you will speak to you, WolfBurn, and Goblin, and be like, creature in lake. Snappy bite bite. Snappy bite bite. Leave eggs. Most eggs, bad eggs. You grab bad egg. bring back. Not get eaten by Snappy Bite Bite.
Very well.
But
Is that all
don't
of us
get-
or just one of us?
But Snappy Bite Bite is sacred to tribe. So you cannot kill Snappy Bite Bite. Some warrior gets cheeky, think can defeat. Should do it. Bad blessing.
I like how she knows the word cheeky.
Also,
Very well.
Birdman no fly across. Birdman no use fly powers.
Well, that's just actually taking away blessings that we already have, Mom.
Well, he says it's the WolfBurn, so you don't know how he does.
Oh, I didn't know. I was gonna say, are we here? Or
Yeah,
not?
you're there. You're there with WolfBurn.
I
in
will.
con-
Well, I will be
constantly
repeating
this.
most of this in
Uh-huh.
common.
Use
I kind of
use smarts of head.
turn towards WolfBurn. Then you should have to stay on your knees the entire time.
I can do what I
Will.
want, though. Basically, I don't have anything weird about me. I say,
Except for
stroking my horns.
yeah,
Mhm.
except for your horns, your innate magical abilities.
He's just gonna kind of like look out of the water for a while, kind of like peer back and forth like across the water. As you kind of see, there is like a little like maybe small like island in the center of it that he kind of pointed out, and then he's gonna kind of sit on a rock. As you'll see the other goblins sort of like move around the edge of the water and sort of begin sitting on rocks, sort of almost circling this lake area.
Oh look, they're doing like a little rock thing over there. And over there. Well, this is quite charming. We're going to die, but it's quite charming.
Just remember, what's dangerous to a goblin is not always dangerous to us.
I think the creature they're making sacrifices to is going to be dangerous, but I mean,
Oh, that one, yes.
I suppose what can be so dangerous if its name is Snappy Bite Bite, right?
Well,
Right? No, like I like punch his arm, but it's like he's a Goliath, so it's like does
Yeah,
nothing.
it's like-
just kind of hurts me.
it's just kind of like, well, can't be any more dangerous than an Ankheg, because they basically do the same thing. Okay.
About to go, or are we waiting for like a ritual?
I
Is there gonna
think
be a
we're just
horn?
meant to go. They're watching us.
To get a like an
so we
illegal
just go
start
basically. Did I basically get that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got the feeling that
here.
they're...
Oh, okay, we can go. Good.
Yeah. Didn't have to wait for anything. Anyway, I will strip down just to not get all my clothes wet.
Okay.
And
I'll
wait
walk
in.
around the thing instead for now.
Okay,
I mean,
give
I'm
me
covered in
perception.
feathers, so
Yeah.
goodbye clothes.
Yeah, I wanted to perception.
Yeah,
I wanted like
perception.
walk around and do some perceptions first.
All right, you will actually think you see what would be referred to as Snappy Bite Bite. It will take you a little while of searching around.
What is it?
It appears to be a very large crocodile.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. And it's got like a has it got like a clutch somewhere that we can see?
You can't. You
No,
didn't
our
know.
adventure I got 21.
I gestured to the middle.
You will look. It does look. There does seem to be an area where it would go in and out of the island. So you're assuming around there is probably where the clutch would be. And may I note, this is like a 15-foot long crocodile.
Yeah. Okay. That
So-
I was assuming it would be big.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies.
So do I have to roll to know stuff about crocodile, or can I just use my outside of character knowledge?
I mean, you know they're very good at holding your breath. They have a very nice bite that, you know,
Nice.
gets a hold of you and doesn't let go. Mm-hmm.
I will actually be like while they're doing it's like, so it's a crocodile. Because I magically like quite far away, so I'll just yell
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I use thaumaturgy just a little bit, just so it like carries. Kind of way I like to do it. It's like, it's a crocodile. It's over there, and I like thaumaturgy little like lights like doop 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 doop. Brr, brr. What do we do about it?
I
Well-
just kind of slowly turn towards WolfBurn.
So, well, I'm like, I said I'm basically just gonna start wading in, and I'm just like, I grab my quarterstaff and just like, very well, let's try and keep it at arm's length.
If its mouth is closed after it bites you or something, try to keep it closed rather than trying to keep it open.
Yes.
All right.
That's a good idea, I say as I grab my
I'll have
rope.
my bow out, but like I don't really want to take a shot. I have it out though, just in
You will
case
see
it's
the
rough.
very large crocodilian, which is maybe like 3 times the size of WolfBurn, begin to move towards him.
I'm going
Okay,
to be...
I say, I turn to them. I will be the distraction.
I'm
Oh, you're the distraction. Oh.
slowly wading off to the left of WolfBurn, kind of using my wings to propel me forward, rather than my arms
Barter,
and
you'll
legs.
notice that the one goblin nearby is laughing at you guys, kind of snickering.
I like that. I like click something, and I just like turn Thaumaturgy, like glowing eyes, and just point at him. And Sam's like,
He'll kind of be startled by what you do. Be like,
yeah.
"Ah."
Not that it takes much to scare a goblin, of course. But then I kind of like turn back around and be like, "Why don't you let me distract him? I have a ranged weapon."
A ranged weapon that we don't want to kill it.
I can't hear you.
We don't want to kill it.
It'll be fine.
I think watching
I
him...
don't want to.
I think watching him wrestle with it will be much more entertaining.
I don't really want to lose like these friends.
Friends?
I don't understand what the problem is.
Which I was like, I just like having this yelling conversation while you're about to fight a crocodile. Honestly.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm just like keep turning back to talk to you as it's like getting closer.
It's like getting really dangerously close.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I'm not even really doing anything at this point. Like, Tiv is already like going around to get the eggs. I'm just kind of standing
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
just
water.
gonna-
I'm like, like, there's really trouble.
Well, you'll like there'll be a quick bite, and WolfBurn, your staff will be now half a staff.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. Okay, I did see that coming, but
Well, yeah, well, it was like getting close. You like turned around for a second, like holding out your staff just like a little bit, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well,
you can do it.
I'm gonna try to be very stealthy about how I'm wading through the water.
I guess make a stealth plus athletics check.
Stealth plus athletics?
Make them both. Yeah, make
Yeah.
both a stealth and a athletics.
Well, that didn't work well.
That didn't work well either.
I roll horribly.
I mean,
now
you're
let's see
like,
what happens. Now let's see what happens when I try and wrestle the crocodile.
well, I mean,
I think at this point I shoot the crocodile.
okay,
Please don't.
all right,
This
so
is all going very horribly.
you'll see WolfBurn, like, as it's kind of biting into his staff, leap on the thing's back and trying to, like, grapple it, as he's, like, he's really small. He's like a kid riding on top of, like, something.
Oh no,
you know?
I didn't see you make an aggressive grapple save there. So
As it's, like, kind of flipping him around.
While that's going on, I forget I'm supposed to be stealthy.
Well,
that's why you make the roll.
well, you actually
I
have
did
you actually have a good hold of it right now. You're, like, keeping it at bay.
Okay, and now I'm gonna try and tie its mouth shut with the rope.
Okay.
Is there a not roll?
Yeah, I guess roll a
Sleight
dexterity.
of hand's what I usually use.
Yeah, use sleight of hand to tie a knot.
Kind of makes sense-ish. Makes sleight of hand not so just for thieves.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll something here. Nope, you try to get it on, but it kind of, like, just managed to, like, bite into part of your rope there.
Dang it.
So,
Okay,
I'm gonna
at
roll
this
something.
point, seeing how badly Crrrraw's doing, I'll have done the same. I would have, like, I would have, like, taken my shirts off
Mhm.
and gone in.
Okay, make an
see
athletics
it.
check.
I think-
See how
yeah.
fast you're going.
Yeah. Nope. The water boils around me
I
a
find
little
it
bit.
so funny that when we start to have bad rolls, we all have bad rolls.
Okay, WolfBurn, roll me
Useless.
a strength save.
We're really good at heart, but we're like,
Why would you
terror-
roll another athletics to try to hold on?
Oh, I guess if he wants
Like-
to do athletics, yeah, I'll give him my athletics.
Isn't
then.
it like continuously?
grappling is athletics versus athletics versus athletics. Versus...
Yeah.
And until person's grappled each
Well,
other. But...
the
yeah.
escapee can use acrobatics, but
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. It manages to push you off this turn.
Okay.
Okay, that was its turn. What do you want to do? While the two.
GM roll, no Tanthus.
What?
So
You GM roll, you know, so we can't see your rolls.
I keep forgetting how to do that.
You just type
slash
GM.
GR.
well,
yeah,
Oh,
So
well,
you get-
I've-
Oh. I'm just saying, like, it might look nicer. It's up to
it's
you.
one more letter, and it keeps us in the dark.
But I don't type it in. I use the basic roller because I'm lazy.
is it basic roller?
Yeah, it is a basic roller.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
what are you
There's
using?
also an option for like GR rolling in there, isn't there too?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
I don't think so.
No, there
But
isn't
it's-
one.
You probably do,
hmm
because then we can't say, "Hey, you haven't done that." We would know that you haven't done that.
Okay, fine. I've assumed I've prepared it then properly, at least for myself.
Okay, so at this point,
Mhm.
since it threw me off,
Mhm.
I'm going to try and just.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a dodge action, but I'm also going to move away from it, trying to like lure it away from where the others are.
Make an athletics swimming check then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's like actually good. We're level 2. That's like actually fine.
Yeah, that's not bad. You're doing pretty good at kind of moving away from it, swimming away from it. It's going to round about, and let's see if I got this right. No, I didn't recognize the command. Slash.
And again, I'm taking a dodge action essentially. So I'm trying to be.
Whatever.
So it has disadvantage. It should at least.
Yes. Okay. What's your AC anyway?
For that thing, we just said, okay.
Let me remind myself
Giving
how
you
much.
shit, man. It's okay.
I
John,
kept
yes.
trying to put it in twice, and I'm not getting it correct. You know.
So 14.
Okay. You will not be hit then because it had disadvantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm doing that.
Yeah. You guys are about halfway to the island because you're both swimming at about the same.
Crappy rate.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all really
I'm just
slow
like
in the
watching
water.
them like maybe I should have been.
That's
Yeah.
kind of... Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Are we like rolling to?
Sure.
Hey,
Roll
that's
again to
a-
see if you can catch yourself off and get better swimming for the.
Wish I could
okay.
acrobatic, but it doesn't
Yeah.
make any dang sense.
Now that I stopped watching him, I'm
Yeah.
doing much better.
Yeah, you start like you're somehow like crawling, like you're almost like flying through the water. We'll say, you know.
You know, birds actually do that sometimes. I can't
Yeah,
remember what
they
type of bird it
use their
does do that,
wings.
but yeah.
Yeah. You're using your wings efficiently to move through the water. Ollie, you're making.
I think at
progress
first it was
too.
just like I have not done this in a long time.
I think at this point, I don't know. Does it look? Can I clearly tell that like Crrrraw's nearly there?
Sure.
I would be trying to get between the eggs and the crocodile at this point. Then
Okay. WolfBurn, what are you going to do?
I am going to do more of the same. Just kind of again, just try and like dodge it as I'm luring it around.
Okay.
So another athletics then.
Yeah.
You have high dex, right, Ollie? In case we need to play football.
literally hand egg.
Oops. Okay. It will bite you though this turn,
Okay.
so it's gonna get a bite on you.
And if I'm not mistaken, it automatically grapples on a bite.
I think it does.
Or there might be a strength save. I'm not sure.
Escape DC.
Okay,
So yeah,
So it
you're
has
automatically grappled. You just have to try and escape next turn.
yeah.
Cool.
First
First of all, the horrifying damage.
it is horrifying. Ooh, ouch.
Probably like a D10.
It'll be 22 because I rolled like maximum.
Squeeze me?
Well,
Is
I
that
think
so?
so.
Drowning now?
I'm unconscious.
Stone's
Stone's endurance.
Stone's
Stone's
endurance.
endurance.
Stone's endurance.
Thank you for reminding me. That's a good point.
That was a surprising amount of damage. I did not think I would roll that
really-
high.
I I like believe that's possible. It's just like, wow. You
So
know?
Don't
10
worry,
less.
guys.
What was the total?
This one
22.
It was 22.
So I am at 2 HP.
Okay.
Plus your con modifier, don't forget.
Oh right. Keep forgetting that, which is 2. So I'm at 4 HP.
I'm now swinging to the crocodile.
Don't worry, guys. This mission is a lot more suited for level 2 characters.
I didn't think you'd go directly at the crocodile.
Well, I mean, I know. I was playing it as safe as possible. Taking
Safe
dodge
would be
action.
like making a boat or distracting it on land. They never said you couldn't.
There's nothing here.
There's trees.
I'm not a-
You're in the
To be
middle of
fair-
the jungle.
Okay.
Just make that's like, if you, that's the thing. If I was running this and you were like, make a boat, I'd be like, that's really fucking smart. But no, we wouldn't make a boat. You're saying, oh, you have to trick this monster.
Well,
I
It's a
wouldn't-
trick monster.
I
since you
wouldn't
were-
allow them to make a boat because the chick is all like, "Oh hey,
I thought-
nature,
well, I thought you would have
fucking
like.
nature."
I thought you would have been like, we'll go kill an animal and like put it in the water nearby to like have it come and feed.
You said we're like in the middle of nowhere.
No,
You
I
know what
said you're in the middle of the
just realized
jungle.
I
I
should have
thought we were
done
in the
from the
middle of-
start. And
No.
I'm gonna do this
Mage
on
armor.
my next turn. No, I have mage armor. That's not the thing.
Oh.
What turn is it?
Sleep.
Oh. All right.
Oh, and of course I get a crappy roll. 17. If it has 17 or less HP, it's asleep.
Okay. Let's see here. It is technically not asleep.
Okay. I
Maybe
tried.
not sleep. Is it a little drowsy?
It probably is a little drowsy, you know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it is definitely on the low side of the roll. Dagnabbit.
Yeah.
So, what do they mean by bad eggs?
It just looks like some of them are darkening. Looks like some of them might just be like rotting, unfertilized eggs up there.
All right, I'm gonna. Do we need one each? Did she
I think we just
say?
need one for all of us.
Yeah, you just need one.
All right, I'm gonna grab that egg and just start swimming to the other shore.
Then give me athletics with disadvantage because it's hard to swim with an egg.
I was using my wings to swim.
Oh, that's true. So you can like grab it with your feet.
Oh!
My arms hold on to it, and I
Yes,
just kind of float and let my wings swim. That's
Oh,
what
that's
I was
true,
doing
yeah,
the
that's
entire
true.
time.
Yeah.
Forgetting that normal Aarakocra have arms and wings.
Yeah, I keep forgetting
Yeah,
that
In
too.
Dark Sun they don't. In Dark Sun they just have wings, and
Yeah, I keep forgetting that myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I always forget that. Cool.
All right, you're making it great.
Let's fucking go.
Okay.
He's making it great. Do we
You're
not
making-
have crits on this channel?
Okay. You're making great amounts of distance. You're about halfway across. Then we'll say. You dive into the water and like go rapidly. Barter, what are you doing?
I'm now swimming to the crocodile, I guess, with swords out.
Okay.
Yeah, as you now
Just,
see
like,
blood in
grab
the
it.
water.
Yeah.
Swim, swords, swim.
I
What do you?
imagine you just like. Grab
What are you
the
doing,
tail,
Wolfburn?
pull
You're
it away.
currently-
So I
in
mean,
its mouth.
I
Oh, you
I
cast.
tried
Oh, that's
to
right.
cast sleep
You
on
cast sleep. It's going to drop you, and noticing what's kind of going on, and begin to swim towards Crrrraw.
it. Thank you, a merciful GM.
Well, I mean, it recognizes that someone's trying to steal its eggs.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's like logical, and I'm glad.
It is.
Very glad.
Mhm.
It's gotta go all the way
Oh,
around,
It
though.
would
It
take 2
does-
seconds for it to finish me off, and then go.
It could, but it's more distracted. So it's actually going to kind of toss you to the side. So you'll kind of go. Let me actually just. Damn it! Misspelled that.
Did you misspell roll? What did you...
No, I accidentally hit a. Okay. You actually will just kind of like flop head over heels out of its mouth. It did not get a very good throw from you. It was trying to like chuck you out of it. So you kind of gotta like move like it's like someone's like putting you face down into the water and dragging you through the water head first.
Okay.
So it's like really unpleasant, and then there's like back end will just kind of like flop into the water like a kind of like a just a smack.
Okay.
So you'll be in a position as like post belly flop.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my next turn to swim to shore.
Okay.
And then I have an idea for what's gonna happen with the turn after that, but
Okay.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Roll me athletics then. To get to shore.
Okay.
You'll actually get to shore. With the little push it give you and the fact that you're pretty close to shore anyway, you will definitely get to shore then.
Oh yeah, like when I waded in to like fight it, I was basically like, only like chest, upper chest height.
Crrrraw, what are you doing? I guess swimming faster?
Swimming as fast as possible, yeah.
Okay.
Another athletics?
Yes. And Barter, what are you doing?
Oh, that was not a very fast
Seeing
swim.
that old WolfBurn's now fine, I'll just be swimming like out of the way of the crocodile.
Okay.
somewhere safe, to the water's edge.
Okay.
Slowly.
Slowly.
I'm holding my swords now,
Okay.
and that's not very good for swimming.
My original dive is over. I slowed down.
Yes. You had that like really good beginning out. Okay. It's just going to start a double move over towards Crrrraw. It probably could reach him in the next turn, depending on how well he swims and, well, it's good at swimming.
How close am I to the shore?
You, depending on your roll, you might be able to make it next turn.
See, here's the thing. In my imagination, right?
Uh-huh.
Circular lake.
Mm-hmm.
We were on this end.
Yeah.
And like the clutch was on the other end there. So Crrrraw went up, and I was going back. Couldn't he just gone like up and then like anywhere else?
Well, the clutch was on a small island in the center.
Oh, it was in the middle. That makes
yeah.
sense then.
Yeah.
I went to the other side.
Yes. And
opposite.
And this thing is very fast in the water. I mean,
that's not surprising me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out when we're doing theater of the mind, you have to it sometimes just takes reminding. Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just trying to make sure everybody has the correct theater.
Like theater of the mind, and you are very. Let's say your descriptions are floaty, Tanthus.
I know. Sometimes I have to work on a few of them. It's like I have an idea in my mind and expressing it properly.
Like you know exactly what's going on. We just have to like ask you the questions to get exactly. So whose turn is it now? Is it back to WolfBurn's?
It's back to WolfBurn's.
Cool.
So, I'm trying to think if this would work. Let's see. Just trying to. So I'm going to. So how far away is Crrrraw from me?
The other side of the lake.
Well, I know, but like 60 feet, 90 feet.
Probably like 100, 150. We'll say 150.
Okay.
A good distance.
And how far away is the lake from the shore? Or the clutch from the shore?
Maybe about, like, since you aren't exactly across from where you were to begin with, we'll say it's like 100 feet in. So it's like maybe a 200-foot long, like wide lake. This thing.
Neither of my plans can work. Okay. Then I'm going to just start moving along the side of the river with the rope and the staff, hoping to maybe do something when Crrrraw gets back around.
Okay.
To the shore, catch up to them. So I'm just going to double move, basically.
Crrrraw, you want to make that athletics?
Can I burn a key point to move faster?
I think you can.
This is essentially combat, so yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure.
Right.
So it depends how you count in swimming.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll burn a key point to move faster and make another athletics roll.
Okay. All right. You will definitely make it to shore and start scrambling up. Yeah.
I'm fucking out. Goodbye.
We'll just sort of like narrate it because there's a lot of jungle around here. You dive into the jungle as the large mouth sort of snaps into you, like tearing into some of the brush, as it will try to sort of begin to start pushing through, but it's much larger than you, and this jungle is not made for it to push through very easily, and you, as a much smaller creature, can definitely just squeeze through there.
Couple questions, Tantus.
Sure.
Okay, if I rolled bad, it would have caught up to me, like you said.
Yeah.
And then I roll a crit with extra movement from the key, and it's still
It's...
He's
pretty
being
much
dramatic.
He's
I'm
being
being
cinematic.
dramatic and cinematic. Okay.
I'm not. I don't know if we have crits or not. I'm really curious what happens if we fumble. Who knows?
I generally only use crits for things like combat. For skills,
But isn't this combat? Oh, I mean, it was a skill check.
Yeah,
in
it's
combat.
definitely skill check,
Alright.
yeah.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Well, as said, I'm fucking gone.
Yes,
Alright.
you are indeed gone.
I'm gonna put my shirt back on.
I am too.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my robes back
The
on.
goblins will also scatter away.
Oh, I don't even want the egg.
Well, no, they're getting away from the fact that it's kind of like murdering things, trying to murder things at the shore.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Get
You guys hear from the jungle just, grab my robes!
I'll
I
grab the
do.
rope.
I grab them.
Yep.
I'll go for it.
Alright. You will successfully claim the egg. And...
Yay! I don't think any of us are very happy about it.
you probably all look like worn for wear and terrible, and you finally...
Well, they probably just look wet and tired.
Just
I'm
tired.
the one
He's
that's actually bleeding.
Yeah, you got like horrible, like,
Crocodile scar.
you got like there's like huge crocodile scars, and like the goblin that was kind of snickering at you later is kind of gonna like knocking you like, you brave big man. You
Not-
brave, great hero.
You guys can't even
I re-
tell Crrrraw is tired, by the way, just because of how pissed he looks.
He's going by pure rage, baby.
Great warriors, you great members of Bloodthorn, come, we celebrate new greatness.
I hope I get to eat the fish this time.
We get you ointment for that.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Hear that, WolfBurn?
He just needs a night rest, because we're adventurers.
Technically just need a night's rest. Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
Bandaging. Yeah,
The
adds
way
the
they
taste of the
explain
belt.
it, it's supposed to be like your ability to like avoid heavy damage.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they're all flesh
Bandaging, you're
wounds.
fixing the current wound. It makes a lot of sense if you're just not a dumb.
It's like stars without number. Like, your HP is actually your luck. Like, to
Yeah.
just barely miss or get grazed.
Yeah, they explain it very similarly.
You can even not use those rules if you want. You know?
It seems like this goblin is very talkative with you, WolfBurn. You can, and since you're now members of the tribe, you could learn a couple more things from him, if you wish to know.
Like.
All right, he'll
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about like what.
he'll talk about how Snappy Bite is has been an old sort of like I wouldn't say adversary, but it's something the tribe knows about and tries to avoid. He talks about like
But deliberately goes to for testing.
well, I mean,
Yes.
they don't really like new members of the tribe, so
You're onto weighted against you. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can get that.
yeah, that's what it is. It's like adopted from other goblin tribes and stuff. They're like, nah, good luck. We're gonna use this to our advantage.
Possible.
But
If you can survive, we want you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
anyone come up to Crrrraw at all?
Does anyone
uh,
take the egg?
well, the two of the goblins will be like walking side by side to you, kind of like having with like big smiles on their faces and like kind of occasionally giving off like something you don't understand, which WolfBurn would understand as like cheers and reassurances at the great hero Birdman.
The entire time he is just mad dogging them. Just no happiness on his face. He does not really like to swim. He doesn't like to go underground. He likes to fly, and you guys fucking took that away.
Would have been too easy.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense.
Like, if she would have said, Birdman can't grab the egg, I would have been like, oh, okay, cool, I can deal with that. But no, they just said, no fucking flying, fuck you. Crrrraw's not happy.
Limitations is what makes us better.
Yep. So you'll be brought back to the tribe with actual great celebration. And you will be able to learn that, rumor has it that Snappy Bite would be a much more dangerous creature than whatever this creature is that's plaguing them. But Snappy Bite doesn't leave the river. And Snappy Bite doesn't demand sacrifice for them. Snappy Bite's much better.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask them a couple questions about, like, when the Ankheg farm started. And, like, kind of just what they think about it.
They'll say, like, many moons ago. Like, the younger one will be like, always been since born.
Yeah. Okay.
How many
I'm just curious if they, like, don't... If they're like, oh, they moved in and we hate them or something. I would just be curious, like, if they have any sentiment.
I mean...
Ask them how many cold seasons or something.
They don't
like that.
really get cold seasons the same way.
But you still get seasons.
You do still get some seasons, yes.
You probably get like a wet season.
I mean, the older one will like try to think about it. He'd be like maybe 30 cold seasons.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just.
That is way more than many moons, dude. Luckily, Barter can't understand
many
the lick of
moons.
this. Many.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just curious because it's like, oh, my character kind of likes the tribal people and stuff. He has respect for them. It's like,
so,
did they move in and encroach on their territory?
Technically speaking, they were really in that territory. They moved into an area like adjacent to them.
I get that now.
Yeah,
I get that now. I was just kind of curious.
So you'll be brought back as full members of the tribe. There'll be a great celebration with more barrelfish, along with some other kinds of. You're pretty sure it's something alcoholic, but it's like weird and made with fruit. Maybe
That's
some
not
honey.
that weird.
Honey and fruit mixture.
That sounds good, man.
Okay, fine. If Ridley's
Crrrraw
I'm
will
down
eat,
for that.
But
You
do they
all-
have any kind of training dummies or anything like that?
You'll
around?
also get
Crrrraw
special
needs to
like
punch
grass
something.
grass crowns that you can wear to represent your greatness, and you'll be given your own spears.
Okay, sure. Taking it.
Yeah.
I'll just put the spear.
Is it appropriately sized?
Wherever Venture
No.
has them.
It's not
Okay.
appropriately sized. They were not ready to, it's like...
Well, they may have made it just then,
Yeah,
but-
well, I mean, it's a very nicely made spear, so, I mean...
Yeah.
But yeah, are there any training dummies?
I mean, there's probably something to, throw spears at or something.
I'll just say, go hit a tree.
Yes, really kind of
After
a
I
nice-
get the fish, I'm pretty much gonna go off to the side and just practice on a tree.
And,
Well, I think this is lovely.
This is a great place to stop, as the celebration will go deep into the night, as you are now full-fledged members of the Bloodthorn Goblin tribe.
One
Congratulations.
question.
Sure.
Can I use is the spear small enough to use as a casting or what's that? Is it can I use it as a oh gosh, I'm breaking on the word.
Focus.
Okay,
A focus. Yeah, there we go. Focus.
Sure?
It's one
I'm just
hand
curious.
for you, right?
It
It's
is
like
really
kind of-
one hand for you, yes.
Uh-huh.
It's
It'd
a
be-
wand.
It's like...
Yeah.
No, it's more like a rod would be, It's a
Yeah,
little larger
yeah.
than
I
a
think
wand.
I think I would allow it.
Because
Yeah.
I just realized my staff got chomped.
Your staff did indeed get chopped.
Did anyone bother Crrrraw while he was
I
practicing?
don't know. Maybe we'll find out after the break.
Well, yeah, we'll find
Oh,
out after the
look at
break.
that.
Yes. All right, everyone. We'll be back in a minute, and we can resolve the adventures in the Goblin Village and the celebration, and then move on to discovering what this enemy they have.
Discovering, hopefully defeating it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that
now
too.
we're left.
Yes.
Oh no, just discovering then
Just
death.
discovering cliffhanger next week.
No. Discovering and defeating that which has been forcing the goblins to kidnap and deliver them Ankhegs. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, folks. We'll see you then.
Okay.